Number One Sentai Gozyuger, or simply Gozyuger, is currently the last installment in the Super Sentai series, the 49th overall series, but released on the 50th anniversary of the show itself. There had been some rumors for years that Sentai would be coming to an end due to lack of sales, and this time it happened to be true, as Gozyuger was made to be a send-off to the long-running tokusatsu series to usher in something sort of new, with Space Sheriff Gavin Infinity as part of the new Project Red series. Now, I already said a lot there, and I'm sure a lot of people were wondering, Benny, what the hell is a Super Sentai? And to put it in layman's terms, it's Japanese Power Rangers. Specifically, Super Sentai serves as the basis for the series Power Rangers, in which they take the action scenes from the Japanese show and film around it with new footage of English-speaking actors, as well as film the occasional new fight scene for the American show. Sentai has been running much longer than Power Rangers, debuting in April of 1975. Now, why am I telling you all this? No reason, really. I just really wanted to talk about it and give some minor background info. Just the basics of what you need to know. Back to Gozyuger. This series premiered on February 16, 2025, and ran until the February of the following year, with a total of 48 episodes following a Battle Royale-style tournament to collect Sentai rings, and whoever gets all the rings that are in play, they will get a wish granted. The series has been known for a couple of minor first times for Sentai, such as having the first female Black Ranger with Sumino Ichikawa / Goju Unicorn, the first non-red T-Rex themed Ranger, and the first season to completely recast a major character mid-season. We will get back to that. As you may be able to tell from the title of this video, along with some of the good things the show did, it was also kind of laden with controversy, including the aforementioned recast. So today, we're not here to discuss the show as a whole, just the things they did wrong, and oh boy, is it some hefty stuff. So, let's start with the smaller things I could find and work our way up to what is likely the most well-known wrongdoing. Starting off with the fact that the official monster designer for the show, Tamatsu Shinohara, on Twitter, stating that they had tried to, quote, show the difference in interpretation using generative AI, which in a way ties the show as a whole, as the enemy faction is run by an AI queen who generates the monsters, doesn't really make any of it good. And to replace actual jobs designing these things for, AI swap, it's not very fun, but that's just my viewpoint, and I'd rather see people have jobs instead of being replaced by shitty little programs. As well as using generative AI for the designs of the monsters and the enemies, Gozyuger has more than likely used other generative AI imagery within the episodes, specifically episode 41 with a clearly AI-generated image of a giant sandcastle, and an episode where they showed the art on the back of a deck of Menko cards, which look like AI. Though I don't believe that consensus was ever really reached, it does look that way to my eyes, and it really is a shame to see generative AI used in a tokusatsu production, which are well known and renowned for their practical and digital handmade effects. Even if they do look a little hokey at times, the clear, tangible work was always admirable, and it was one of the few productions that still relied so much on the practical effects and stunt work. Even with their limited budget, the show still had some seriously impressive and awesome visual works. No, seriously. In my opinion, Gozyuger has some of the best actual effects we've seen in the Sentai series to date. Now, this next set of controversies is not related to the effect and design production of the show, but with the cast and crew, so let's have a breather for a second before we get into this. So how's your day been? Good, I hope. Hey, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'd appreciate a like and subscribe if you could. Alright, we good? Cool. So let's talk about the Gozyuger cheating rumors. In September of 2025, rumors began to leak from online Japanese tabloid publishers Shukan Bunshin, and stated that the in-suit stunt actor for the Red Ranger, Kosuke Asai, cheated on his wife with an actress from the show, that being 19-year-old Mai Imamori, who played the role of Sumino Ichikawa on the show. Now, these rumors were met by most with skepticism, as Bunshin has a history of spreading lies like any average tabloid group. Many people had assumed this to be some sort of targeted smear campaign at Imamori and dragged down a suit actor with her. The reason people assumed it was this could be due to Imamori's Filipino heritage, as the Japanese have a long-standing stigma against them since World War II, and many Filipinos took up jobs of the red light variety in Japan, so they tend not to think fondly of them, it seems, which really fucking sucks. Now, likely due in part to the rumors, Kosuke Asai stepped down from his role as stunt actor for Gozyuger, However, the officially stated and supported reason from Asai himself and Toei is that he stepped down due to medical reasons, which I am inclined to believe, because I can't imagine spending 17 years being thrown around and fighting for these shows would be great on the body, especially as he got older, and I just hope he's able to recover fully and can spend the time he wants to with his family. But, of course, there was another member of production that was also affected by these rumors. Let's talk about the firing of Maya Imamori. Maya played a major role in the show, so her stepping down was going to make some traction regardless of the discussion and speculation around it. She was one of the main characters of the show, with an entire plot point centered around her and her sister. Of course, as I mentioned previously, Maya was involved with the initial smear campaign from Bunshun, but most people figured nothing would actually come of it. However, on November 8th of 2025, an official statement from Toei detailed that due to Maya partaking in underage drinking, she was 19 and the legal age of drinking in Japan is 20, by the way. Because of this, her agency forced her to resign from the series, and Toei complied with it. Thus, Maya's character bio on the show's website was completely scrubbed. Episodes featuring her were either not aired at all, or she was edited around and replaced with a voice double, until ultimately the character Sumino was recast entirely with actress Kohaku Shida, who previously played a character called Oni's sister in Avataro Sentai Dawn Brothers, a previous Sentai season. To not give shit to Kohaku, she did the best with the circumstances she had to work with, and she brought a different energy to the character that at least was somewhat fun. When it comes to how this firing affected the show, it did in a pretty major way, as you can probably guess. Despite only having appearances up to episode 36 of the show, some sources suggest that Maya had actually filmed up to episode 47, which was the penultimate episode. So they had to take pretty much the entire back half of the show and edit around Maya. Even when they had Kohaku, she was either filmed on a green screen and composited into already complete footage, or had new scenes shot with the cast in smaller, more controlled sets, leading to a very messy and not entirely well-received ending half to the last Sentai series. In the end, all I hope is that Maya is doing well after the harassment she faced from some sects of the audience, news sources, and having to sever ties with her old agency and Toei. However, as of March of 2026, Maya has been back on TikTok, the platform she initially gamed fame on, under a new account name, making simple, silly things with no indication that she has any plans on returning to acting. Though with all she had to go through at such a young age, I wouldn't be shocked if she had no plans to pursue this field ever again. So that was a lot, huh? Not exactly a real upbeat note to end the video on, but goes to show this may have been one of the most controversial seasons of Sentai to ever have been made. All in all, I really just wanted to make this video because I thought the topic was interesting, and that's really the mindset I have with everything I make in this style. This may not be the most well-known niche to make a video on, but it's something I do love. Despite the wrongdoings that have occurred in this, I still love this a lot. If you reached the end of this video, I just want to say that I really, really appreciate watching. I know I didn't exactly meet the date I set for myself in the last video, and this video was scrapped and brought back a few times, but I'm fairly happy with how it turned out. If I got any information wrong or missed on any details, please kindly correct me in the comments. I don't want to start any flame wars with people. So, yeah, that's all I really have for you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.
You always got my back, and of course I got your back. Don't you worry about that now. It's been a good day, good night.